All right, so we had mentioned this a number of times, but this is more than just a California meetup. It's become bigger than that. This has been a global platform, and someone described this as Woodstock. So it's like Woodstock for the Tesla community. And the Tesla community is, of course, global. And John mentioned that we have literally people flying all over the world to converge here in San Luis Obispo for Tesla Takeover. So this next session is meant to address that. So we have an exceptional panel for you guys, led by the great Tesla Tino and his great content he's been producing. We got Darren Yung from the Tesla Owners Singapore. That's right, We got the great Ryan Cowan from Ryan Model Y, coming from Australia. And we got the great Bernie Donner from Tesla Owners Austria. So let's give it up for the international panel. Woo!
How's everybody doing?
Yeah,
Glad you guys are here.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Tesla Takeover 2023. My name is Rafael, and I want to make sure that everyone here is excited as I am. So we're going to do a quick exercise here. I want everyone to stand up real quick. Let's go. Let's pull that energy from the universe. Let's stretch. And now we're going to do jumping jacks and push-ups. Nah, I'm kidding. I just want you guys to be as excited as I am. This is going to be a great moment, a great conversation with Darren, Ryan, and Bernie. We're going to talk a little bit about what's happening with the Tesla community internationally. So thank you guys for coming and joining me. You guys want to introduce yourself first? Yeah, big hand. Let's go.
Good afternoon, everyone. 17-hour flight from Singapore. We are here because we love the Tesla community. Singapore is small and mighty. Shout out to family and friends, my wife, my daughter, Tesla Owners Club Singapore, everyone who's here. And I've been a Tesla fan for the past 2 years. And my YouTube channel is my way of just expressing my excitement for all of you. I'm so happy to be here.
Awesome. Thank you, Darren. Ryan, a few words.
Yeah, wow. So awesome to be here all the way from Melbourne, Australia. We actually live in regional Victoria, so we had to make a trip to the airport, but it still doesn't add up to your hours. So yeah, it's cool to be here, and thank you to everyone for coming along to this talk.
Awesome. Let's hear it. Bernie, a few words.
Yeah, so hello, welcome. Such an honor to be in this epic lineup of international horsepower. They're stallions here. My greatest fear was that we got mixed up. Australia, Austria, that's a running joke all over the world. So we got this one right. Australia and Austria, perfect. So yeah, so stoked to talk here today.
Yeah, awesome, great, thank you. So let's hear a good round of applause for the group here. Thank you for coming all, this is great. I myself come from a little bit far. We drove from Florida, from the city of Miami, basically. We're camping in the Model Y for a couple of weeks, so we're living in the car and we're having the best time of our lives. So I have a few questions for the guys, and I'm going to provide some feedback myself. So let's start with you, Darren. The question is for all three of you, and we can have a good conversation about it, okay? So the first question is, how did your journey with Tesla begin, and what inspired you to become part of this international Tesla community?
So my journey at Tesla started almost 3 years ago. I started as an investor during COVID, had time to look at investing. And as an investor, I believe that we should truly understand the company's products and services. So fell in love with riding the first Model S in San Francisco. Then Tesla officially launched in Singapore 2 years ago. Spent a lot of time with owners, not just in Singapore, but around the world. Bangkok, Japan, California. And have a YouTube channel to share their joys, to share the owners' experiences. So it's been 2 years and I'm loving it so far.
And how long since your country is actually selling Teslas? How recent is it?
In Singapore, we only started selling Teslas 2 years ago. There are 2,200 Teslas, mostly Model 3s and Model Ys. We do not have S and X because Tesla, unfortunately, discontinued the right-hand drive ones.
The right-hand drive, got it. Okay. How about you, Ryan?
Yeah, well, I've always loved technology. I used to work for Apple, and customers would come in with this Tesla app on their phone, and I admired it so much. And then Tesla opened a little like mall store across from the Apple store, and I started to look out for the cars. I thought they were incredible, and so yeah, this eagerness to learn the technology then fed into buying a Model 3 and then starting a YouTube channel where I could help educate people. And I think that's the thing. Similar in Australia, we've just started to take on the Model 3 and the Model Y. It's new for people. They don't understand like how it all works, how you charge it. So yeah, that's just become a thing on TikTok and YouTube where I'll focus my energy on educating people.
Oh, wow, that's awesome. Great. How about you, Bernie?
So yeah, for me, since I was a child, all the topic sustainability and climate change really affected me, and I was like wanted to do something. So when I heard about Tesla, I was so stoked. It was this, the idea that doing this the most fun, the most beautiful way you can do, it's just awesome. Gives me goosebumps. So I dreamed of the Model S back in 2015, I guess, but it was not really affordable for me. So, but I didn't want to give away this dream. So just said, no, let's do it. Let's find a way. And fortunate enough, my dad also came. Yeah, I really want this car too. So yeah, let's team up. Let's share this car together, you know. And that was yeah. Then we bought the car together for the first few half a year or something, and then it really started going. So we believed in the dream, and so much awesome thing happened. Met so much cool guys, and also my business grew and grew because there was like such a good networking tool. So my business, I'm self-employed, grew, and after a half year I could afford it alone. So I paid out the debt. Now I own it on myself, and it's like since 2016. It's been a wild ride and adventure, and I didn't want to miss any minute or second.
That's great. We all have stories to tell. I mean, who doesn't have a story to tell on how they got into the Tesla community? I myself feel like Tesla saved my life. I was recovering from a very bad motorcycle accident when I was finally able to pick up my first Tesla. I was following the company, and when I joined the community, because it's not really just about the vehicles and the tech, but the community embraced me in such a way that it actually gave me that will to live and have fun again. And now I just don't waste my time anymore. I always tell people when I say goodbye, usually what they hear is go have fun. So yeah, those are great stories, guys. Thank you so much. So the next question that I have for the three of you is, can you share some like unique experiences or challenges you faced as a Tesla owner or enthusiast in your countries?
Here in Singapore, the government has a zero-car growth policy, 650,000 private cars. You cannot buy more cars because the government is trying to encourage public transportation. We do have one of the world's best public transportation. So taxes are really high. Now guess how much it costs to buy a Model 3 in Singapore?
200,000.
Warm, very warm. 170,000 US dollars to buy a Model 3.
Wow.
And you've got to pay 40% cash up front.
Wow, that's a lot.
So that is a huge challenge. It's not only Teslas that are expensive, all cars are expensive. It's the most expensive place in the world to buy cars. So the government even said that Teslas are a lifestyle product. We don't need it many years ago. Tesla actually set up an office in Singapore about 11 years ago, and it closed down because Elon Musk did not see support from the Singapore government, which is a shame because Singapore is often seen as a very progressive country, doing things first. But in the case of sustainability, they're catching up quickly right now. So better late than never.
Any word of that stuff changing anytime soon, or it's still a struggle?
That is going to be a long-term struggle, and that is why Tesla's expanding a lot in Thailand. It just launched earlier this year. They're launching in Malaysia. Official launch ceremony was there last week. The cars will start deliveries in Q1 2024. So we're just building our regional supercharger network in Southeast Asia, and that's very exciting.
Okay, got it. Thank you, Darren.
Yeah, I think for us in Australia, similar. We haven't had great support from the government, which has been a shame. And also EVs just in general have taken a while to just pick up pace. which means that the charging network isn't the same. I mean, it's a breath of fresh air coming over here and seeing how many superchargers there are. It's amazing. Like, we don't have nearly the amount of chargers that you guys have, nor the amount of Teslas that just in California in general. It's incredible. So, yeah, that's been a challenge. And with the lack of knowledge too, you get some EV hate, and you see it on the streets, and you see it when people come up to you. The sentiment is starting to change now, thankfully. But yeah, that's kind of been the top struggles.
And what part of Australia are you at?
Whereabouts?
Where in Australia are you?
Down the bottom, Melbourne.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
One of the world's best cities to live in.
Yeah.
Bernie, how about you?
We are very fortunate in Austria because I guess maybe because of the nice landscapes and the Austrian mindsets, it's always been a huge movement, a green movement in Austria. So we always also have really good tax reductions and benefits. So it's quite affordable to buy a Tesla. Speaking about challenges, yeah, we as a manager of the Austrian club, as a club, we face some challenges, but the good thing is like together with this community, you can face it very, very good and helping together like John, you and Sandy, Monroe, and some, really building like a really good movement, helping each other. That's the spirit. And I think we just embrace it, put more energy into these events to keep the relationships better, because putting out the reach we have with the channels together, we can just blow everything up. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Yeah, I myself have some stories about how the Tesla community and in my country. So I'm originally from Puerto Rico, and I helped the team in Puerto Rico that created the Tesla Owners Club to become a club, and I collaborated also with the Mexico Club, and I have a lot of support from the Spanish-speaking community. They want to embrace Tesla. They can't wait for Tesla to be in all the countries. I see it every day. They go to the US to purchase the car, take it to their country, and then the warranty is gone because you're supposed to keep the car in the country, but they purchase it and they take it. So I have a feeling that the future is even brighter than we think through the Latin American community that is so deep to my heart, but I love all the cultures and I love all the countries, so it's great to have you guys here. I think it's a testament to how much diversity there is in the Tesla community. How much hope we all have for the future. We want to leave stuff better for our children and our grandchildren. So just so you know, I don't know if I mentioned it, but I also run the local Tesla Owners Club in South Florida. I'm the president and founder of the Tesla Owners of Florida Club. And our mission statement is exactly like the Tesla mission, but we add a little phrase at the end, while having fun. So we support the transition and acceleration of sustainable energy and transportation while having fun. So we do things like educational meetups where we get our members together and help them understand what it means to live with the car, the solar energy stuff. And then we also do some fun stuff. Like the Space Coast is our backyard, so we do a lot of trips to the Kennedy Space Center, and things of that nature, but I think it's really talks about the differences between all the countries, but how all the countries are actually like wanting to embrace this movement, which is, it doesn't see the end anytime soon. We still have some time, so I actually have like a couple of extra questions in case we needed them, but I wanted to ask you guys first, if there's anything deep to you, very meaningful that you want to relay to the group that's here, either now or after we're done, because I think it's very important to get your different perspectives. All our countries are very different, and there's people here from around the world, so any special thoughts that you want to say? Maybe you, Darren, first?
This community is very unique because you do not see an Apple takeover, you don't see a Palantir takeover, you don't see a Ford takeover. A lot of us here are connected by our passion and our belief in the purpose of Tesla. They make great products, but they also save the lives of our loved ones. We see so much joy. We see the mission translating in front of our roads with more Model 3s, more Model Ys, Cybertrucks coming very soon, hopefully end of this quarter. Yeah?
Cybertruck.
How many of you here are Cybertruck reservation owners? Raise your hand. Look at that. Look at that. Shout out to all
Let's
the Cybertruck
go.
owners. Like, how many other communities have this passion? So I just want to say, sometimes from outside, other people look at this. Is this a cult group? I don't know. It may feel like one, but I'm so happy to really get to learn so much and have fun with all of you. We couldn't be here without all your support. Thank you.
Awesome. Ryan, any thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to come from the social media side of things because, like, the fact that I'm on stage now is really a pinch me moment. And so, anyone out there, I've met a lot of people that are making content that just want to get involved in the community. And the only thing you need to do is just do it, right? So, to be up here speaking in front of you all is really special. And it's just a reminder that you set your mind to something. Here I am. Anyone can do it. So, yeah.
Awesome. How about you, Bernie? Some final, additional words. You have a fan base here too.
Sorry?
You have a lot of fans here that were screaming their lungs out.
Fans? No, it's I remember when last year we invited John Stringer, the mayor of this town, I guess, to Austria to our silence rally in beautiful Salzburg. It was such a special moment to have like one of the most influential people out there on social media, but also a really good friend now at the moment, coming to Austria and showing him Austria. It was really special. We also always also had like the presidents from Sweden, Tom Victis from Norway and Kirsi from Finland. And we like, in total, we were 8 different countries, also a Ukrainian guy and German, Swiss. So that kind of really felt special. And there's so many things happened since then. So there's like, I'd like to call it full circle. So you just have fun, be nice to each other, help each other, and you get so much back from this awesome community. It just gives me the chills. And yeah.
That's awesome.
No. And also like this last Friday, maybe we can show the clip. That was like accumulation of so many things. Like we did so much awesome stuff in Europe, and also with the help of you guys, and especially John, who elevated our pics all over the world. So maybe you've seen the peace sign at the Peterson Museum. That was like 8 countries building this together at the highest mountain in Austria. And he made it even bigger and put it in the Peterson Museum in LA. That's also the reason why we're here, because like we're so grateful that we have a space there right next to the Cybertruck. I mean, who thought back then when I counted all the euros to buy a Tesla that this would happen? So believe in your dreams and grow together and face the challenges and be nice to each other, and then you get so much energy back. And maybe I want to show the little thing we contributed to the event, and really thank you for all of you. Over 170 cars did a freaking awesome light show. Thanks to the light show team, Simon, Carlos, who did an amazing work. This guy, it's from UK, so also it's like, it's not Europe anymore. No, just joking. Just joking. He's a good friend. He knows my jokes. So yeah, he literally, we sat there like till 2 in the morning. So it was 1 for him, 2 for me, or the other way around, I don't know. I'm not good at time zones. Yeah, he like literally programmed this awesome light show and put it on 400 USB sticks, because if there had been 400 cars, we would put a light show in every car. So big round of applause to Simon and Carlos. Tesla light shows, and also Darren and Rachel, they were so nice to help out. He's doing. I saw what he's doing in Singapore. It's really high level stuff. It is just doing it perfect. Every Tesla is aligned. So I talked to John. We need this guy. Please let's get these guys. Yeah, we need those help to put something so big together. So I'm really grateful for this international cooperation. Every part has the same value, and also we call them the the race horses. for the reason we had a Twitter space last week, and yeah, I was invited to talk. It was a big moment for me as well, and then I just realized, yeah, I have the best people from the club here from Austria here in California, and it's really, really grateful. And I told them, guys, you're kind of my best friends, and you're so experienced because we did so many events the years before, and we grew together. We had challenges and faced them all, and then now we like, man, I really like that you come with me here, and you know ponies, you know, you're race horses. So, and then I said this sentence at the Twitter space, so they heard it, and then they like, oh, okay, what did he say? So I set the expectation really high for them, and they delivered. So we went there on Friday afternoon, and they like, oh my God, now we have really to deliver, because I set the bar so high, but they did an amazing job. So please, big hand of applause. Stand up, guys. So now I'm quiet. Please roll the clip.
That's great stories. You guys have a big club in Austria, right? And you have an annual big event, right?
Yeah, thanks for that. Thanks.
I
You get an invite. Yeah, we do the silence rally. We put the most effort, 1 year pure heart and soul in this. So we try to go to different areas in Austria. We did Styria, where I come from, Carinthia, Salzburg, and Tyrol. So seeing awesome landscapes, having good food, good drinks, huge amount of fun, and yeah, some fun competitions. You can win awesome prizes, and we try to get. I talked to Tesla Tino, Raphael. Would be really an honor to have you and also you. I invite you to come over to Austria and having really, really good time together.
Thank you so much for that. Are they awesome or what? So here's the thing. We have a little bit of time. We're actually 9 extra minutes. And we ran out of planned questions. So I came up with this idea right now. Does anyone here have any questions for any of us? Respective to the Tesla ownership, the community, the different countries that are being represented here, or just open questions in general? Do you have anything? Any hands? Let me know. We'll bring you a microphone. Oh, so the question is there any cost to join your club?
Yeah, we are. Our kind of approach is to do it high quality. So we're not that big in numbers, but in quality. So we have, I guess, the highest fee to become a member, but we also do so much things for the members. So it's 150 euros. Yeah, it's kind of different approach to the free membership, but that's the way how we do it. So if you're there and then you come to events, you will be blown away, because we do so much effort, and yeah, we take so much time to it and do it as good as possible.
Yeah, that's true. I've seen the photos and the videos of the stuff that you guys do, and it's next level. It's incredible what you guys are doing. I can't wait to go there next year. Thank you for the invite. Any other questions here?
Darren, welcome to California. So my name is Gazman Chos. I'm actually a SpaceX employee. Looking forward to hosting Darren to show him around a little bit about SpaceX. One thing I wanted to say is I'm shocked about the prices in Singapore on Tesla. So I'm actually amazing people you have to really love the car to purchase a Tesla there, because you much rather own the stock at this point.
Yeah, that's right. So Singapore is a rare place where a car is a nice to have for most people. It's kind of like New York City, but much cleaner, much safer. So it's the US ambassador calls Singapore a real world Wakanda. So there's a lot of good things there. There's a lot of bad things about Singapore, but there's a lot of good things about it as well. The owners who get a Tesla in Singapore, they get it knowing that they're paying the world's highest prices for Tesla, but they make up for it with the passion for the mission. They believe in what they're doing. And so with a $170,000 Model 3, when they drive up to Malaysia, to Bangkok, and any owner there says, oh, a Model 3 is so expensive, 40,000 US dollars, they go, no, brother, no, sister. Let me tell you why. Even at $170,000, the Model 3 is a joy to ride. It still beats many other $170,000 cars here in the United States. So that passion, that conviction, if an owner in Singapore is buying a Model 3 for $170,000, imagine what a $30,000 Model 3 here in California can do for the world. And the next generation car is coming out in 2 more years. Thank you, Gasman, for, again, your service to making just our world, humanity, a multiplanetary species.
You have a question?
Also, as Simon called, there's only one car company with a car in space. And it's Elon's old Roadster. And it's the team from SpaceX that put it up there.
Well, no. I'm Rajiv, and this is not a question, it's more of a comment along with your thing that a person from Singapore is putting 170,000 for the car, while he could use the same 170,000 to invest. And I understand there are no capital gain taxes over there. Unlike California, where the capital gain taxes are too much. So think about that way. They could invest the money, but they're buying the Tesla.
Thank you for the question. And also, Australia has some unique things as well, so please ask Ryan some questions. Now, to answer that, yes, Singapore has 0% capital gains tax. It does not make logical sense for most people to get a Tesla, which is precisely why when someone gets a Tesla in Singapore, they're doing it because they truly believe in the product. They truly believe in it. So any one of you who are Tesla investors, come to Singapore. 0% capital gains tax is hard to ignore.
Right on. That is great. I was actually going to say something like that, right? Because if they're putting the money to purchase the car, I'm pretty sure they're investing hard as well. Yeah. I mean, why not?
Yes. Right? I ran a poll. About 70% of Tesla owners in Singapore are Tesla investors. Many of them got the Model 3 purely from the gains on Tesla stock.
Wow. All right. We still have a couple more minutes. You have a question?
Well, this is Jeff Shadden. We recently toured Australia and had the opportunity to visit the Tesla store in Chadwick Mall. Oh, yeah. And I was just wondering if there are other locations where you have the Tesla stores.
Yeah, so it is limited compared to here, but they still love the mall stores. We call them shopping centers in Melbourne, but yeah, we got a lot of those. So most of the major shopping centers, you'll be able to jump into a Tesla and check it out. And that's where I first saw a Model 3. So yeah, I think they'll look to expand that. I know that they've got some plans for some bigger operations that are like outside of the shopping centers. But yeah, it's a good opportunity for everyone to see the cars.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So we appreciate all the questions. Right now, we're running out of time, but we have a little clip that we want to play for you guys. Some of you have seen it, some of you have not. So I want to thank the team from the Tesla Light Shows, Simon and his group. We had an amazing time. Yeah. We had an amazing time, both the people that participated and the people that watched it. The drone videos are insane. I love it. Thank you so much. Thank you guys also.
Arvid. Please give a big hand of Arvid. He's our media guy over there. Stand up, Arvid. Whoop, whoop. And he's such multi-talent. He's the freaking Wise World Championship in snowboarding. Awesome. Big hands of applause.
Thank you so much, guys, for being here on the stage with me. It's been an honor for me to share these questions with you. I'm glad that you like them. I hope that everyone here has a lot of fun in the rest of their day. And I'm gonna